What's the funniest way to answer a scammer's call? This one actually happened. I'm calling in regards to the car accident you were in. Oh, the one where I got decapitated. Yes, what about it? Well, I'm just here to let you know that you're entitled to seek financial compensation if you so wish. That actually sounds good. The cost of the medical bill to reattach my head was horrendous. Well, we are glad you think so. I'm calling on behalf of silence as he finally processes what has been said before he hangs up*. Pretend to be elderly and confused. You'll hook them immediately and can then proceed with wasting the most of their time. Bob's Orphanage, you make M, we take M. In a forum online, a girl answered a call with a caller ID that came up as fraud. She answered breathlessly, "Can you hold on? I'm having sex." She clicked on porn and set the phone next to the computer speaker. Then I listened for half an hour. Fraud Investigations Bureau. How can I help you? True story. Hello, we understand you were in a crash recently. Yes, I died. I'm sorry. We will take you off our list. Not me, but my math teacher would get scam callers from Canada Revenue saying she owed money. To work for the government in Canada, you need to know French. So, she replied in fluent French. The scammer hung up. In your best announcer's voice. You've reached KSCM 99.3 The River. You're on the air and you *ARE* the 7th caller. Are you excited? *ARE you excited? My mom does this really convincing little girl voice. She'll keep them on the phone for as long as she can, slowly unraveling a story about how she lives with her grandma because her dad killed her mom. Mommy is with the angels. It's so funny how the scammers keep trying though. Every time I receive one I just try to sell them my own stuff. It's cool cause I'm getting better at marketing myself. Don't say hello, just pick up the phone and say *IT**s done, but there's blood everywhere. I'll need your help cleaning it up. Bring bleach, trash bags and that large saw from the GARAGE*, then just hang up. 911 What is your emergency? Pretend to be extremely stoned and that you believe them. They think you're vulnerable. You can waste so much of their time by dragging out words "Hey Marlon," like, "Wait, what were we talking about again? Ivan, where did you hide the cocaine? I'm down by the docks and it's not under 442. Are you sure it's the dock off 45th and Dixon? You better not be scamming me, you son of a bitch." For the computer/security scam, this did happen. Me, hello. Caller, yes, I'm calling about your Windows security virus protection. Me, what? This makes no sense. I don't have a computer. Caller, really? You don't have any computer? Me, nope. I don't believe in technology. I don't even have a phone. Caller, you don't ****** you. Click. Several years ago, a comedian named Tom made an album of calls he received from telemarketers. My favorite was Blood on the Carpet. He got an unsolicited call from a carpet cleaning company. He started out with, "Oh, thank God you called. Can you get blood out of a carpet? I mean, like a lot of blood." He went on and on to the poor telemarketer. They assured him they could get a crew there shortly. He responded with, no crew. Just you. Can you do it?" Needless to say, the carpet cleaner never showed up, but cops did. One cop thought it was hilarious, the other was not amused. Just start to quietly moan and clap your hands a bit. Look up common scammer districts in places like India and Bangladesh. / picks up phone. "Hello sir, we are contacting you about your car's accident. You are currently at 3905 Vikasay Drive, Mumbai, India. I'm an Interpol agent. If you hang up, we'll dispatch 2 strike teams to your office building and have your entire company thrown in a box and then throw away the key to the box. 99% of the time, You won't say the correct address, but imagine the possibilities if you do. Hello Jim's mortician services. You may die a virgin, but you won't be buried one. This happened to me. Me, hello. Scammer, in stereotypical Indian accent, hello your computer has a virus. Me, mocks him, mon dude. I know you're trying to scam me, and that's the worst Indian accent I've ever heard. Scammer, no longer with an Indian accent, but a childlike voice, asterisk, silence for 10 seconds, asterisk 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 you. Hangs up. A asterisk 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 teen was pretending to be a scammer and prank called me. We used to always make stuff up, and then this happened. We went to the Nutcracker Ballet, and needed a booster seat for my daughter. Important detail for later. After the ballet we were gathering at my parents' house for dinner. We were just sitting down, when we got a call from a number we didn't recognize. Mom said, ignore it. Let's eat. But my brother-in-law jumped up to answer the call. The voice on the other line asked for Mr. XXXXX. My dad, my brother-in-law, said he had violated parole and we wouldn't be seeing him for a long time. The person on the other end of the line said they were from the symphony and my dad had left his driver's license at the counter. When he returned the booster seat, it had been used as collateral. My dad immediately grabbed the phone and apologized. My parents ushered at the symphony from time to time and arranged to get his driver's license back, but he was pretty embarrassed. So now we don't play games with people we think might be scammers because every now and then it could be something important. That being said, I used to love to make stuff up on the spot when scammers called. Ask them about their extended warranty. I had one hang up on me once when I asked if we could be pen pals. It was one of those "we're calling about your traffic accident" calls. I explained that I hadn't been in an accident and no, none of my friends would have put my name down because I don't have any friends. The person was actually pretty nice and said they would be my friend, so I asked if we could be pen pals. They hung up. So close. Maybe next time. I'm a guy. If it's another man on the line I flirt with them hard, trying to get a date. My aunt, passed away at 84, used to keep a police whistle by her chair. If she answered a call that was a telemarketer or something, only had a landline, she blew the whistle really loud into the phone. How did you get this number? Answer every phone call that way. When they start talking, just say, I'm a little busy right now. Do you know what will get blood out of carpet? And, we're talking about a lot of blood. I told you not to call me anymore. Our deal is done, and from now on we don't know each other. I've learned that sometimes, an excuse just doesn't work. I constantly get calls from a company asking, do you have property to sell? We will give cash in hand. One day I finally created the personification of Mr. Dallas, the crack-addicted pimp. They'd not care when I took a minute to smoke some crack or had to deal with a client not paying one of my girls. I never hung up. So they had a sell. I made it up to the original caller's boss. The amount of times I offered them crack is innumerable. No matter what, Mr. Dallas never got off the phone. I eventually, after 5 separate phone calls over a month period, got tired of it and just basically said I'm lying. I don't own any property in Tennessee and my name is not Mr. Dallas. Had the audacity to say, oh pause, well Mr. Dove, do you know anybody else who would like to sell their property cash in hand? I like the Microsoft ones. Leave them on forever then ask how can there be a problem with my Windows? I run Linux. They lose their asterisk asterisk asterisk. Hello, you've called the National Sperm Bank, you wackadwee packet. How may I help you? Sometimes I only meow, sometimes I make random noises, sometimes I mumble. Name of your town police department. If you answer, then your number gets flagged as a live number, so you're inviting more calls. Lead them on for ages, making the call as infuriating as possible, then say something that has derailed their whole scam process. They will hang up on you. This is Mitty the goth girl with the big titties. How can I sweeten your sorrows and pleasure your pain? I also do taxes. Thank you for calling the suicide hotline. Please remain on hold, and the next available agent will assist you. Then put the phone on mute. Ghostbusters, what do you want? Asterisk SINCERELY asterisk. Act ignorant. Answer all of their questions with false information. But always lead them on for as long as possible. Wait a couple seconds before saying hello. Act like you're having a slightly hard time hearing them, and that you just need a moment to move somewhere better. Occasionally cut them off accidentally. Never remember your address information right away. Always have to think about it for a moment, or go fetch an envelope. Stuff like this. Eventually they will realize they are dealing with a troll, or just get so annoyed they hang up. If you find it as funny as I do, and are just chilling on the couch some evening, give it a try. The way I see it, the more time they are wasting with people who are effectively trolling them, the less time they are spending on actual victims. Never do anything that will compromise your own information though. You can entertain their scam longer depending on your knowledge of the scam. If you know exactly how the scam works, you can lead them on even further. If you're tech savvy, you could even adopt a similar approach to Jim Browning, more of a P-point-I approach, very eerie sometimes, or Kit Boga, 100% troll. Look them up on YouTube, they are both amazing people. I tell them they called the police. Greeting them with curse words in Hindi, as soon as I recognize the Indian accent. Husband answered yesterday with an Indian accent and the guy couldn't understand him. Ich kann kein English and then hang up. Immediately try to sell them something. You are the one interested in buying my 2 broken gnomes I have in my front yard? Well, it might take an hour or more. So let me tell you about them. Telling the car warranty people you are Amish. It usually takes a while, most don't get it. But then I ask them about warranty options they have for my horse. The other is to just keep interrupting them. Like whenever they start talking, you start talking also. Basically pretend there is a lag in the phone connection. Be me, white dude pick up phone. Thank you for calling AT&T customer service. My name is Patel. How may I direct your call today? Works every time perfectly. Over the past 5 years or so, whenever I or any of my family get scam calls they stay silent as to confirm it's a scam. E.G. Hello, this is John Smith from Microsoft calling, and I will then get handed the phone and answer as Giuseppe, the very racist depiction of an Italian pizza shop owner character me and my sister made up one day. Throughout the years, every time I answer as Giuseppe I would drop little bits and pieces of story for my family to hear. It started off with Giuseppe talking to his brother, who is unnamed, moving on to the pizza business failing, and Giuseppe getting desperate for money, bartering with the scam callers. Over the course of about 3 years I would make the story up on the spot, and it eventually ended with Giuseppe trying to hide his wife's body after killing her in a fit of rage, after finding out she spent his pizza money whilst gambling. Since then we've gotten a lot less scam calls, but every once in a while I will answer as Giuseppe and tell them about our new chain we are opening up. The last spam call I got walked into this one. Hello, I speak to Jack Dupery? A guy I never heard of. Me, nope. Then can I tell you about this great offer instead? Me, nope. Under his breath asterisk asterisk asterisk, now what am I supposed to say? Then a bunch of awkward silence before I hung up on him. It's not funny, but if you have the time and inclination, play along and try to use up as much of their time as possible. Give them all fake information, of course. Take as much of their time as possible. Fake not being able to find things, have a hard time remembering certain numbers, whatever it takes. That particular scammer will never call you again. Time is money and they are in it for the money. I've tested it and it worked. I no longer seem to need an auto warranty, lol. City morgue, you stab em, we stab em. I'm teenager, so if it is a guy about 35 to 45 years I will say something like D. I don't believe. Is that you? My mother showed me your photos all these years. And before this moment I heard your voice only on your with mother wedding videos. Okay, in my head it sounded better. Crying and screaming at full volume about the home you just lost to a fire. The one I want to do is. Hello, I'm calling from the Department of Fraud and Criminal Persecution. There have been several bank accounts opened in your name which are being used for criminal activity. Oh. I see. Are you able to confirm your identity, so we are able to get this matter sorted? Well. I could, but I guess. I just kinda want someone to talk to at the moment. See, my wife and kids just passed away in a car accident while they were out getting groceries a week ago. I just got notice that my house is getting foreclosed and my dog just died. I guess. Could you just talk for a few moments? Sir. I'm here about fraud on your account using your name. If you don't treat this seriously you may be facing jail time. Sound of a chair being knocked over. Sir? I see. Are you able to confirm your identity, so we are able to get this matter sorted? Well. I could, but I guess. I just kinda want someone to talk to at the moment. See, my wife and kids just passed away in a car accident while they were out getting groceries a week ago. I just got notice that my house is getting foreclosed and my dog just died. I guess. Could you just talk for a few moments? Sir. I'm here about fraud on your account using your name. If you don't treat this seriously you may be facing jail time. Sound of a chair being knocked over. Sir? I guess. I just kinda want someone to talk to at the moment. See, my wife and kids just passed away in a car accident while they were out getting groceries a week ago. I just got notice that my house is getting foreclosed and my dog just died. I guess. Could you just talk for a few moments? Sir. I'm here about fraud on your account using your name. If you don't treat this seriously you may be facing jail time. Sound of a chair being knocked over. Sir? Sir? Just keep them on the phone for as long as possible. If you need to give out info just make it false info. The more time of this that you waste the less time they have to scam vulnerable people who won't recognize it's a scam. I personally love the accident/injury calls. Kept the guy in the phone for about 40 minutes, pretending I had difficulty speaking. Once I'd given him a ton of false details, and asked me about the event that caused the accident. Would loved to have seen his face when he realized you can't get money out of being stung by a bee. Left square bracket. Not essentially the answer to the question, but still a good related story. About 10 years ago, I had a guy cold calling my work phone for about a year. I worked in a different city, but for work purposes, I'd always have to answer calls with a 443 Baltimore area code. It was the same guy every time with a different number, trying to set me up for an appointment at my house on this street in the city to get my vents cleaned. No matter how many times I tried to be removed from the calling list, explaining that I didn't live in the area or even block his number, he kept getting through. After a while I realized that there wasn't really anything I could do, so I might as well have some fun. I'd get halfway through setting up an appointment and hang up. I'd give him famous characters from movies as my info, etc. He would curse me out and hang up, but never stopped calling. Eventually I decided enough was enough. The next time he called, I told him I really appreciated his persistence, and because he had put so much time in continuing to get me to sign up to get my vents cleaned, I'd oblige and set up an appointment. I did some research and looked up the worst neighborhoods in Baltimore. I checked out Google Maps to make sure it looked like something straight out of The Wire. Picked out a house that was boarded up and dilapidated enough and set up an appointment for 7:30 p.m. on a Friday night. I completely forgot about it for 2 weeks until I got a call from sheepish service rep asking if I could come to the door, cause he thinks he might have the wrong address and doesn't feel safe. I honestly felt bad. I assumed it was just some call center overseas. I explained to the guy as much and told him to get out there lol. Never got a call from them again. Sceneful answered this beautifully. Thank you for calling Pete's Pizzeria and Abortion Clinic, where yesterday's loss is today's source. How can I help you? I once received a cold call from Comcast trying to sell me on internet service. Firstly, I already had internet. Secondly, they weren't available in my area. They were calling me based on my cell phone number, which is based in a different state from where I'm living. So I started to mess with the lady. Caller, so what do you use your internet for? Me, porn. See, I see. Do watch any Netflix or gaming or? Me, nope, just porn. See, how many people live in your home? Me, 14. We're all very close. See, do any of them like to? Me, porn. All porn. All us. We share a lot. C asterisk STUNNED silence. Me, unable to control my giggling, hangs up on the poor woman. With an Indian accent, say hello, this is Steve. Hello. Hello, I'm calling in regards of an unclaimed debt owed to Mr. 30th. Ah, yes, that's me. Congratulations, Mr. 30th, you are owed $113,000. Oh, you owe me far more than that. I murdered your wife just like we planned. Now you better pay up, or your son is next. I think, hung up on me. What's up my Section 5 workers? Most scammers work in Section 5 of Kolkata, India. YGRPUH / Q to F83 Ryuasi to 89 Usiad Kfgvift S7 and 9. I speak gibberish then with an accent. / no speak English / I'll listen if you let me tell you about the Book of Mormon first. I ask if they would like me to pray for them to find a job that isn't scamming old people. I usually get told yo F off. For 3 days once I decided to bombard them with calls for about 4 to 6 hours per day saying Mike Jones when they ask my name. They flipped. Didn't get calls for like 6 months. I planted a bomb in your call center. I can't think of anything, but once my mom replied to an English speaking scammer by speaking in a different language LMAO. My boss, while on a conference call with a bunch of work people, will answer his personal why does it hurt when I pee when he suspects a marketing firm or scam call center. I just keep saying hello. Asterisk PUTS child on phone the child, where do babies come from?